Chapter 1. Wednesday, February 25, 2207, 7 a.m. Our story begins 14 years later in 2207 with Detective Bella Zoan Tran. Bella is a 5 foot 3 inch stunningly beautiful, highly intelligent Asian woman who is overbearingly strong-willed, independent and uncompromisingly blunt to a fault. Unfortunately, this oftentimes overshadows her extreme wisdom and expertise in her field. Bella was born and raised in Vietnam. Although Bella adores Vietnam, given her drive and passion for adventure, she wanted to see the world. She applied and was accepted to work as a detective in Bear's home. Many Vietnamese and other Asians have found the kingdom to be very welcoming to them along with many others from different cultures. Hundreds of thousands of people from all over the world apply to enter the kingdom every year, but only a handful are ever selected. In the past 9 years since Bella's arrival in 2198, only 7,500 applicants have been granted entry. Bella is now at the peak of her career, and her dream job just opened up. Everything she has hoped for, everything she has dreamed of, is now at her fingertips. There is only one problem: she is a woman. In a kingdom filled with more than 50 detectives, 35 royal guards, and over 90 million military members, 95% of all of them combined are male. The likelihood Bella will be chosen is less than 1%. For anyone to be selected to the royal guard is rare. There are virtually never any openings. In fact, the last opening for the royal guard was more than 11 years ago. But now there is one. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for Bella. However, in the history of the royal guard, there has never been a woman chosen. Rumor has it, a top-level position is open, but the chance that Bella will even be considered is extremely far-fetched. The only thing Bella can hope for is that someone from within the royal guard gets promoted and perhaps, just perhaps, Bella will be selected to a lower position. She knows that once she gets her foot in the door, she can show them what she can do, and then she can move up the ranks quickly. 7 a.m., it is a bright sunny day in the kingdom, and Bella arrives at work early, as usual. Upon arriving at the 9th precinct, there is much commotion around the office. Everyone seems on edge and is keeping to themselves. Bella approaches Detective Ngoc Mai Tran, a super-intuitive, sensationally beautiful, empathetic, and observant colleague, who is also Bella's identical twin sister. Ngoc doesn't have the training Bella has, but her sensitivity, compassion, and overall peaceful nature puts Ngoc on the same playing field as Bella, just in a different way. Although they look virtually the same, Ngoc is the shyer, and oftentimes, the quieter one. Make no mistake, individually, they are two of the best detectives anywhere, but together, they are one of the most powerful detective duos the kingdom has ever seen.
Hi, Ngoc. What's going on?
Ngoc pulls Bella into a nearby empty office.
There is talk of a coup. Worse yet, someone from inside our department is suspected of being the leader.
You must be joking. Who would do such a thing? The last time this happened, it started the Norwegian Death War.
I don't know, but they want to talk with everyone. They have brought in their top detective, Detective Wilbur O'Malley, head of the Royal Guard.
Oh my goodness. This is very serious. Do they have any suspects?
Not at the moment, but I have a feeling this is going to get a lot worse before it gets better.
Bella, where are you? Get in my office. Now.
Bella hurries to the captain's office. All eyes are on Bella as she darts between desks and into Captain Burns' office.
Have a seat, Bella.
As Bella sits down, she notices the very handsome, elegant, slightly tanned, 6-foot-tall detective, Wilbur O'Malley, standing in the corner. Bella tries to remain calm and even switches her position to get more comfortable.
Bella, this is Detective O'Malley. The two of you will be working very closely together for the next few weeks.
Thank you, Captain. Detective O'Malley, it is nice to meet you. I have heard many great things about you.
As have I about you. The reason you are sitting in that chair, detective, is because I am 99% certain you are not involved in the coup of the king.
What makes you say that? Do you think I do not have the intellect or the vision to devise such a plan?
On the contrary, Bella. I have all the faith of the kingdom in your intellect and vision. After all, you were born and raised in Vietnam, correct?
Yes.
Your parents are highly respected and generous people, although they do not hold any positions of parliament. Correct?
Yes. But I do not see how.
When you came here 9 years ago, the king himself vouched for you, even though the two of you have never met.
That is correct. But how do you know that? The king himself signing off on my application is very private and sensitive information that is not in any of my files. As the king normally does not handle such matters, his handling of my application was highly confidential.
I see and talk with the king every day. As you know, if the king and queen die without an heir, the head of the royal guard becomes ruler of the kingdom. In my position, nothing is kept secret from me.
Impressive, seeing as how the king never leaves the palace. No one has ever seen the king. Some say a handful of palace staff have seen the king on rare occasions, but most of the kingdom thinks that is just a cover-up. Even Queen Mai keeps his identity a secret for whatever reason. History dictated Queen Mai had to be married by age 25, or she would have lost her right to the crown. Their marriage was fast, secret, and secluded. In fact, many in the kingdom believe there is no king, just a made-up story so Queen Mai could keep the crown.
Believe it or not, more people see the king outside the palace walls than anyone knows. They just do not know he is their king.
Yes. Well, you just keep telling yourself that.
Okay. Now that the two of you know each other, it is time to start the interviews.
Actually, Captain, it would be best if your people continued on about their daily duties. We cannot shut down the entire force just for interviews. We would see a spike in crime in a matter of hours, if not minutes. Instead, let us conduct our interviews out in the field, more fun that way anyway.
As you desire, Wilbur.
That is Detective O'Malley. To you and everyone here.
Very well. Detective O'Malley.
As Bella and O'Malley leave the office, O'Malley calls out to Detective Knock Tran.
Detective Tran. Please join us on our rounds today.
O'Malley.
That is Detective O'Malley to you as well.
As they head out the door, Knock mentions she needs to use the ladies' room.
Very well, but Detective Bella Tran shall escort you.
Detective O'Malley. I hardly think.
That wasn't a question, Detective. That was a direct order.
Everyone in the office is stunned, such authority and arrogance from the Royal Guard. No one is looking forward to working with Detective O'Malley, especially Bella. Once inside the bathroom, Knock asks Bella what in the world is going on. Bella explains that the coup rumors are true, and that Detective O'Malley is merely doing his job. There can be no room for error on his part. She just hopes O'Malley settles down. Otherwise, it is going to be a very long investigation. As the women approach the front doors, O'Malley graciously opens the door for them.
What's this? A gentleman hides underneath that bullish armor?
Knock gives Bella a crazed look and whispers.
It is already going to be a long day. Let's try not to make it worse.
As they get to the car, O'Malley opens the car doors as a true gentleman would. Bella is shocked and confused. Once in the car, Bella asks about this transition in behavior.
I don't understand. In the office, you are this arrogant, egotistical.
Obnoxious jerk.
Yeah. What was that all about?
First off, Detective Knock Tran is not our mole.
She's not?
Wait. What? Bella, you thought I was the mole?
No. Don't be silly.
Then why am I even here? You two thought this would be funny?
I didn't know he thought.
Relax, ladies. Please. Take a deep breath.
Bella and Knock sit quietly for a minute. Both are showing signs of frustration and anger toward O'Malley.
Not only are you two sisters, you are twins. we also know that both of you trust one another with your lives. In fact, if your life was on the line, the other would take a bullet for you. This is the exact reason why we chose the two of you. We know that neither one of you are the mole. I acted ruthlessly in the office, because I need everyone there to be on edge. When people get uncomfortable, that is when they make mistakes. That is where you come in, Detective Tran.
Me? How?
Detective Bella Tran and I will be working with everyone outside the office. As soon as we leave, someone, or someones, will be trying to make a move. You are one of the best detectives, not just in the 9th, but in the entire kingdom. Knock. Bella and I need you to be our eyes and ears in the office when we are not there.
I have your backs, sir. You can count on me.
Detective Bella Tran.
Please call me Bella. I know you want to be called Detective O'Malley, but Bella's fine with me. Besides, it makes it easier for all of us. I mean, you have to keep saying our first names anyway.
Very well. Bella it is.
Detective Tran for me. I like the formal title.
Bella shoots a death stare at Knock. Knock laughs and then gives in.
Okay. Call me Knock. So, where are we going now?
We are headed over to the first. There is someone I would like the two of you to meet.
11:15 a.m. Upon arrival at the first precinct, the three detectives are escorted into Captain Jeremy Mortimer's office. Captain Mortimer is a 5'7" muscular man whose appearance is felt as soon as you lay eyes on him.
Good morning, Captain. Long time, no see.
Mortimer nods slightly and responds.
Yes, Detective O'Malley. Too long. How can I help you today?
I was hoping I could use your office staff today. I need to train these new recruits on what to look for in the next few weeks.
Absolutely. My office is your office. You need anything, just let me know.
Thank you, Captain. I do not trust very many people. You were the only captain I could turn to. Very much appreciated.
Anytime, my friend. Anytime.
Mortimer steps outside his office and alerts his staff.
Listen, everyone, Detective O'Malley from the Royal Guard is here. Please do whatever he asks of you, even if it defies reason. I trust this man with my life. Any help you provide will contribute to the takedown of whoever is behind this coup we keep hearing about. All yours, Detective.
Detective O'Malley's visit is twofold. Although he is there to train his two new recruits, Mortimer also wants O'Malley's insight on how to better train his own people. Throughout the course of the afternoon, Detective O'Malley shows everyone the correct procedures for handling threatening situations that could occur in and out of the office. In one such instance, O'Malley notices something critically wrong. While at an officer's desk, O'Malley observes the bottom right-hand drawer of the desk is open. In it is the officer's weapon.
Attention, everyone. This is something so simple, yet so devastating. What is wrong with this picture? Why am I so concerned with Officer Camila Valentina Delgado's desk?
Complete silence.
Come on, people. Not one of you has any idea what is wrong here.
Officer Delgado is a top-notch, highly decorated officer. In her 12 years of service, she has seen more than her fair share of things gone wrong, and she is not looking forward to being made fun of.
If this is some kind of joke, sir, I do not.
On the contrary. This is so critical, it could actually save your life one day. Has anyone noticed that Officer Delgado is left-handed?
Are you serious?
Officer Delgado, in which drawer do you keep your gun?
Bottom right. Why?
Why? If a shooter happened to enter your precinct, you have two options. Either you would need to reach across your body to get your gun with your left hand, turning your back to the shooter, or you would pull your gun out of the bottom right drawer, switch hands, and then turn toward the shooter. Either way, you are losing precious seconds, which could cost you and your partners your lives. Correct?
Yes. I suppose you are right.
Try this, put your gun in the bottom left drawer. It will take some getting used to having your files on your right, But should an active shooter enter your building, you are not only pulling your revolver out with your shooting hand, you are facing your attacker the entire time. You are saving very valuable seconds that could one day save your life.
Wow. I never thought of that. Thank you, sir.
Anyone else here left-handed? Of course. I noticed at least 2 others when I walked in.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why Detective O'Malley is the best of the best. No wonder the Queen holds you in such high regard.
As Detective O'Malley makes the rounds in the office, Bella slips in to speak with Captain Mortimer.
How long have you known O'Malley?
That is Detective O'Malley to you. Do not speak otherwise to other people, lest it slip when you are speaking to him. No matter who you are talking to, if you always call him Detective O'Malley, you will never slip up.
Point taken.
And the same goes for the Queen. At some point, you will meet Her Majesty, and you must call her Queen Your Highness, or Your Majesty. There are no exceptions. None.
Thank you for that. As for Detective O'Malley, is he always so condescending and heartless?
Mortimer laughs.
No, he is actually a great guy once you get to know him. Because of the war not that long ago, this coup has everyone at the palace on edge, especially Detective O'Malley. His #1 priority is the Queen. To him, nothing else matters. Make no mistake, he would give his life for the Queen without a moment of hesitation.
Is he married? Rumor has it he always goes to the royal pub at night and doesn't leave until morning. I mean, he wears a ring and all, but no one has ever seen his wife.
Rumors are true. Detective O'Malley does go to the royal pub every night, but don't read into that too much. What you see and what is actually true could be 2 totally different things.
Really? A pub is a pub, royal or not.
Just then, there is a commotion in the office. 3 officers are attacking Detective O'Malley. Bella runs in to help. Knock grabs Bella's arm and stops her.
Everything is okay. This is a demonstration.
Detective O'Malley swiftly manhandles and disarms all 3 attackers.
Training and instinct over thinking. Trust in your training, and trust your instincts. You see, that is why we train. Think before you enter combat, if you can. We always try to avoid violence, if at all possible. However, once the action starts, if you allow yourself to think, you will second-guess yourself, and it could very well cost you your life. Instead, when faced with a life-and-death situation, trust your instincts. React and follow through. This lesson alone may save your life more times than anything else.
There is a stillness in the air when Bella speaks up with a joking, but somewhat serious proposition.
Detective O'Malley, why don't you use your instincts on Captain Mortimer here?
Oh. This I have to see.
Mortimer looks at O'Malley with an inquisitive expression.
What do you say, Detective O'Malley? Want to go another round?
You remember the last time you challenged me? I do believe you still have not recovered from it.
This time will be different. I can promise you that.
You say that every time. And every time you...
Just then, all radios and pagers go off.
All officers, 1065, armed robbery in progress. Armored car on the corner of Hills Lane and Burbank Street. All units report.
You are lucky this time, Detective O'Malley. I call a rain check.
Rain check it is. Be safe out there. All of you.
Oh. I love a good robbery. Let us go and help them. I call shotgun.
What are you? 12? Shotgun? Really, Knock?
Don't get it if you don't call it first. I was first.
Knock smiles as she turns to walk away.
Unfortunately, I have more pressing matters to attend to. Although an armored car robbery sounds exciting, we must get back to the 9th and make sure everyone knows the 2 of you made it home okay.
You got that right. I felt kidnapped.
Knock.
Well, I sort of did.
On the way back, Knock wears a not-so-small grin on her face. She is clearly thinking of something amazing but is not saying anything. O'Malley notices.
So, Knock, you find Captain Mortimer attractive?
Knock, clearly trying to hide her emotion, but failing miserably.
What? No. What would give you that?
Really? I could tell the moment you laid eyes on him. You have been glossy-eyed ever since.
Well, he is rather handsome. And those muscles don't exactly hurt either.
Knock. Stop.
Bella shoots a powerful stare at O'Malley.
Detective O'Malley, what Knock feels or does not feel is none of your business. Her private life is her own.
I understand, but I am very good friends with Jeremy. I know he is not married, and I also know he is not seeing anyone at the moment. I could put in a good word.
And how do you know that? You haven't seen Captain Mortimer in how long?
You would do that? I would be forever grateful. Oh dear. What should I wear?
Great. Now you have her hopes up. This is going to be a very long investigation, no matter how short it is.
Actually, did you notice the way Jeremy did a double take when he saw Knock? It was ever so slight, but he did notice her. I think we can set up a stakeout or something where the two of you work together.
Detective O'Malley, seriously, captains do not go out in the field. They have earned the right.
A stakeout? With Captain Gorgeous? Sign me up. All that time waiting, we could get to know one another. I am so excited.
8 p.m., just then, the car pulls into the 9th precinct.
All right, ladies, time to head home. Get some sleep tonight, the next few days are going to be hectic. You are going to need all the sleep you can get.
Knock, with her head still in the clouds.
Thank you for the training today. I will report in daily to let you know how the office is doing.
After Knock walks away, Bella, who is still sitting in the back seat of the car, takes a good hard look at O'Malley. O'Malley can sense the strong negative tension Bella is clearly feeling.
Detective Tran? Why don't you just come right out and say how you feel?
Look, Detective O'Malley, I know you are headed off to the Royal Pub. I just want to make one thing perfectly clear. I do not, in any regard, like working with a drunk. I don't care how good you seem to be. Alcohol affects the mind and reaction times. If I am going to work with you, you need to be the sharpest you have ever been. Understood?
Detective O'Malley realizes his reputation has squarely caught up with him. He thinks for a moment before he responds.
Is that right, Detective Tran? I do see your concern. In this business, you need to know that you can rely on your partner. After all, your life is in my hands, as is mine and yours. I tell you what, if you ever smell alcohol on my breath or notice that I am drunk, you can put in to be relieved from this assignment immediately. But, Detective Tran, if you believe me to be fully aware and fully sober, you are not to second-guess me in any way. Is that understood?
Bella is silent for just over a minute. She must think before she speaks, as Detective O'Malley could very well hurt her chances of becoming a member of the Royal Guard. Of course, his reaction to her outburst just now could have just sealed her doom anyway. Bella knows that whatever she says to Detective O'Malley may have irreversible implications on her career.
Detective O'Malley, I respect your position and the superior training you have, but my loyalty is to the King and the Queen. Although you have the greatest of resumes, I need to know I can trust you. Right now, I am not so sure I can.
O'Malley softens his posture.
Fair enough, Detective Tran. Until tomorrow.
Bella exits the car and heads into the office. Knock meets her at the door.
Sue. What did the two of you talk about? You were in there for a very long time. Were you two getting cozy?
Knock. Knock it off. It was all business. I don't see myself with that type of man. I prefer my men more.
Someone is in love.
Not in the least. Go home, Knock. Besides, he is supposedly married.
That is only because the King and Queen can't have him date just anyone. However, you are not just anyone. I mean, you are one of the best detectives this kingdom has ever known. Some say you might one day be Detective O'Malley's equal.
I doubt that, but thank you for your confidence. You always know what to say to make me feel better. Good night, Knock.
Knock, smiling from ear to ear.
Good night.